There are 4 important components of the machine: the power connection area, the belt feeding area, the interface screen, and the blade slot. The power and plug-in area is located on the right side of the machine and is used to turn the power on and off and connect the machine to a computer. The belt feeding area runs along the middle of the machine and is what controls the back and forth motion of the cut mat and the side-to-side motion of the tool as it completes the design. Make sure it is clear of debris and keep an eye out for things blocking the back area of the machine where the cut mat will be fed through. The interface screen allows you to load and remove the cut mat from the machine. The blade slot holds a variety of tools and determines what the machine will be doing as it traces the designs. The different tools are listed and described below. The ratchet blade, located on the left, is typically used to cut paper products and is manually adjusted based on age and sharpness of the blade. You'll know when you need to turn up the blade settings when the blade no longer cleanly cuts designs. Keep the workable settings up to date on the whiteboard behind the Silhouette station. To adjust the blade, insert it in the blade adjustment slot on the machine and twist until it clicks at the desired number. The auto blade, located in the middle, is usually used to cut vinyl products and is automatically adjusted by the machine based on settings you insert into the computer. Keep the workable settings up to date on the whiteboard and adjust them as the blade ages and is used. The sketch pen, located on the right, requires a special holder that the pen is secured into, and then the whole apparatus, pen holder and pen, is loaded into the blade slot. Be sure to check ahead of time and make sure the pen is working and has ink. It is also important to place the apparatus so that the machine will not put too much pressure on the paper as it draws. To accomplish this, place the apparatus all the way down into the slot and press down on the tab on the front of the slot grip to slide the apparatus up slightly. Slide the apparatus down a 1/16 of an inch or so from there before tightening the slot grip. The Silhouette Studio requires you to input settings based on the blade you are using. The current standard settings should be kept up to date on the whiteboard behind the Silhouette station. Be sure to adjust the blade number, speed, force, and passes to the specified number both in Silhouette Studio and on your tool before sending the design to the machine. The settings will need to be adjusted as the blades are used and become duller. This typically involves a combination of increasing the blade number, decreasing the speed, and increasing the force as well as the number of passes. The mill currently uses the Silhouette machine to cut designs in paper, cardstock, and vinyl, and to draw designs on paper. When cutting paper, use the thicker green cut mats. When cutting vinyl, use the thinner clear cut mat. When drawing, you can use any cut mat, but make sure that the mat isn't too sticky. Otherwise, the paper will stick to the back and tear when you try to remove it. Before sending a design to the machine, make sure your material is secured to the cut mat with blue tape and is lined up with where the design will be cut or drawn. Determining where the design will be done on the cut mat is easiest when you have the grid turned on in the Silhouette Studio software, so you can line up the design on the computer with the grid on the cut mats. Line the left edge of the cut mat up with the arrow and line on the machine and press Load on the machine interface screen to load the cut mat. Once the cut mat is loaded and the correct tool settings are entered into the computer, hit Send, and the machine will begin the design. Keep an eye out for any anomalies in the beginning of the process, such as misalignment, the blade not cutting, or the pen not drawing. When cutting designs into paper, it is best to keep an eye on the whole process, as the small pieces of cutout paper can become loose and get jammed in the belt. Lastly, don't forget to send the patrons home with transfer paper over their sticker. If a patron makes more than one sticker, encourage them to reuse a single piece of transfer paper if possible.